Episode 3, Fat Makes You Faster, the Architecture of Cholesterol. In our last episode, we discovered that explosive speed begins with insulation. Not muscle mass, not training volume, insulation. And the material that creates this insulation is surprisingly simple, fat. More specifically, the insulation that allows your nervous system to fire rapidly and cleanly is built from cholesterol and saturated lipids. These substances do not merely fuel performance, they form performance. Most people think of fat as energy, a slow-burning fuel, a backup system the body uses when carbohydrates run out. But in the nervous system, fat is not fuel. It is architecture. Fat is the physical construction material of the myelin sheath. The insulation that makes fast movement possible is literally built from fat. This means that when you train for speed, you are not just conditioning your muscles to express power, you are asking your nervous system to build electrical infrastructure. And that infrastructure requires raw material, not electrolytes, not pre-workout stimulants, and not carbohydrate loading. It requires cholesterol. Cholesterol is not a toxin waiting to clog arteries. It is a structural molecule used to build the architecture of speed. Over 50% of the brain's dry weight is fat and cholesterol, and the myelin coating around your nerves is one of the most cholesterol-dense tissues in the entire body. This is not accidental. This is biological engineering. Myelin must be built from fat because fat creates stability, insulation, and signal clarity. Proteins break, carbohydrates burn, fat fortifies. If you remove cholesterol from the body, you do not eliminate risk, you eliminate reaction time. You do not protect the heart, you reduce the brain's ability to transmit clean electrical signals. You do not become healthier, you become slower. This is why research in physiological reviews and neurological journals worldwide consistently shows that lipid composition determines the integrity and function of myelin. The brain requires cholesterol, not as an option, but as a prerequisite for speed. So when the body asks for speed, it is also asking for construction materials. It is asking for cholesterol to build insulation, for saturated fat to keep that insulation stable, for a metabolic environment that does not fear the very substance that makes us fast. This is the hidden truth behind explosive performance. Fast athletes are built, not just trained. Their nervous systems are constructed from the architectural elements that support high-speed signaling. And that construction begins with the lipids that form myelin. In our next episode, we will explore how diet impacts reaction time, neural precision, and the architecture of movement itself. Until then, remember, fat is not simply fuel. It is structure, it is insulation, it is speed. Adaptive Bodywork, where the architecture of performance begins.